Good morning, Year 10, and welcome to Friday Tutor, the final tutor before we go back to school, even if it's for a day. So let's get going. Right, guys, so here's the things that you need to know. First off, this is going to be the last daily tutor I'm going to make. Basically, it's been hard to think of ideas because lockdown has lasted so long and you guys are going back to school as well. The whole point of doing this tutor was I just wanted like some normality in all our lives, and like I knew I'd miss tutor time because it's a nice time in the day for me. Like the day is really stressful at Glenthorne, as you know, and you're always so busy with your classes and there's so much work and business to do that you don't really have time to talk to students. So as tutor, obviously we still have jobs to do and we do them well, and we still have like activities I make you do even though you're not that keen, but still it's just a time of the day where we can talk and it's more chilled, and I knew I'd miss it. So at least with making these, I thought, you know, it'd be a nice thing to do in my day. So I'll miss making them, but I'm back to school as well, so it's going to be really busy. I'll still do a tutor once a week and it'll be good. So the other reason I'm stopping is I've run out of ideas and I just feel the quality is going bad and some of them are being rubbish. So we'll stop while we're ahead. Thank you if you've watched them. I hope they've added something to your lives, and I hope you've enjoyed them if you have sat down and watched them. Right, even though there won't be a daily tutor, there'll be one every week, and you can still email me any problem, big or small, or even just to say hi or to ask me something small like, so have you seen this, or what's happening with this? Absolutely fine. It's nice to get emails from you lot, or even if you just want to talk about the football, which is starting again next Wednesday, cannot wait. That's the sort of thing you can email me about. We can talk about results. When Wolves are absolutely killing it, you can email me to say well done. That's what I'd like to hear. So email me. I will see some of you next week. If you're in English X1, I'll be there on Friday. I'll come down and see the Year 10s coming in, and then I'm always in on Friday, so I will see all of you by the 6th of July. Well, the week beginning the 6th of July, which would be great. So yeah, it'd be nice to see you all. Let's get into business. Next week school starts. I've said every tutor this week that you need to think about your independence and option subjects. There's a lot of talk amongst the staff and a lot of emails about students who haven't done any work in lockdown, and there's all these problems with staff chasing them and what they're going to do. Make sure this isn't you. You need to be independent. You're only coming in for English, maths and science. You're in for 1 to 2 days a week. The rest of the time you have to be working hard. Do you remember the start of lockdown we said do a proper school day, do the same hours, stay in routine? This will be even easier now because you'll be in school one day. So if you're getting up to get into school for 8:30 on Monday, keep it up until Friday. It will make you feel better. It will make you do well. And remember, you've got to be independent. Your option subjects will set what you need to do at the very start of the week, and you need to work through all that by Friday. Make sure you're on top of it, guys, or you'll regret it next year, and next year's going to be really busy. All right, finally, we're going to look at social distancing. I've got some slides and I want to talk to you about the importance of it at school. And then Year 10 reports are being written this week. I cannot stress this enough. Make sure if your teacher emails you asking for work, you send it back. You're on your best behaviour this week as it's reports week. Your teachers are writing them as I speak. Think of that. Right, guys, so when you get back to school, you still need to be safe. There's lots of things, and people just seem so relaxed these days. Like, as in the supermarket, no one cares about being 2 meters away from you. They brush past you to like pick up a tin of beans. Really annoying. So yes, the virus is a lot lower than it has been. It's no longer in the peak, but that's because of the social distancing we've been doing. And what you need to know is opening schools is going to increase the transmission of the virus. Everyone knows this, but they say it's a risk worth taking. They know that the virus is going to move about more because there'll be less social distancing as you're going to school, as you're using the buses, as your teachers are doing the same thing. So opening schools will increase the number of people infected, which is going to lead to people in hospital and deaths in the country. What we need to do is make sure that rate is as low as possible. And if you do this, and I know this seems like a bit over the top, but it isn't over the top at all. This is the truth, right? In doing social distancing at school, you will be saving lives. Now, you're not going to see it. It's not like someone's on the floor and you like beat their heart and they come back to life or something, but you will be saving lives. You won't see you saving lives, but eventually, if everyone works together in the country, and when you go back to school, if you're social distancing, it will have an impact on someone somewhere, which is what it's all about. So I've added the slides for this Glenthorne social distancing video, which is very good, I think. So have a little watch of that. Make sure you know the rules when you go back to school. There will be problems if you're not social distancing. You will get into trouble. You will get sanctioned for not following these social distancing rules. And remember, yes, you're young and you're not in the in-risk category, but some of your teachers themselves will be in that at-risk category. And more importantly, they'll be living with people who are at risk, or they'll be living, like, some of them have got kids who've got health problems. Some of them have got, like me, parents who I won't see when I've been in school, because it's a risk to them. So you need to think about all these things. Make sure you maintain that for the good of everyone in the school. Right, guys, it's been great doing these tutor times. I don't think I am going to miss them, because it's quite a stress every morning when I wake up. I'm like, what am I going to do for tutor today? But I'll miss talking to you guys every day. I'll do one for once a week, and I'll see you all back in school next week. Really looking forward to it. Right, have a great weekend. I hope you get to do something nice and the weather picks up. Watch the next few slides in the video, and I'll see some of you Monday morning. Welcome to all Year 10 and 12 students, parents, carers and teachers who are watching this short information video about social distancing policies at Glenthorne. Now, the aims of this video are to familiarise you all with the expectations in school around safety and social distancing. Staff are really looking forward to seeing you all again, and we hope you're excited about returning too. First, let's consider social distancing when we're travelling to and from school. You must walk, cycle or get a lift into school if at all possible. If you must use public transport, ensure that you follow the social distancing measures that TfL have put in force on buses and on trains and all public transport in Greater London. You could also wear a facial covering or a mask to offer further protection. In school, you must be sociable. It will be a really happy moment for us all to see friends, colleagues again, and it will be really nice to greet everyone and celebrate that moment when we all return back to school. However, we must maintain social distance when we do this. I know this will be difficult, but there should be no hugs, no handshakes or fist bumps or anything alike. There should be no sports or games between people yet. No gathering in big groups where it will be tougher to keep a 2-meter distance from everyone. The most important thing is travelling to and from school. Around the school buildings, you must maintain a 2-meter distance. When in lessons, these are the 4 key principles for social distancing. The first, don't line up in the corridor waiting to go in. You're to go straight into the classroom on your timetable. Your teacher will be in the room and they'll tell you which table to sit at. Make sure when you enter a classroom and when you leave, you wash your hands. There'll be alcohol gel available for you to do this. Don't wait for your friends in the corridors or anywhere else in school. You need to stay in your social bubble whilst at school. You can only come in for the lessons with the people you've been put with. And finally, don't lend or borrow equipment to one another. You should bring your own, and if you really do, in that rare exception, need to borrow something from someone, please ask your teacher rather than borrowing from another student. And finally, when walking around the school, here's the 4 principles for you to think about. You can wear a mask if you wish. If you do choose to wear a mask, this doesn't give you full protection. You must still maintain that 2-meter gap. Avoid touching your face and eyes, as this can transmit the virus. You can use your sleeve or arm if possible, if you've got an itch, or if you must touch your face, hands, eyes, wash your hands, touch your face, and then wash them again. Washing your hands is a really important step. Wash them often, wash them thoroughly, use alcohol gel when you need to, use soap and water when you can. And finally, if you show any symptoms, you must stay at home. This is not just for you, the student, but also for your family members. Anyone showing symptoms must not come into school. Anyone living with a member of the family or friend who's showing symptoms must not come into school. You must contact the student office to inform them that you're showing symptoms. They will give you and your family some further advice. We hope this presentation has been useful, and we look forward to greeting you all back at Glenthorne in the near future. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.